Anybody in there? Is there anybody on my Google machine? Anybody on my Google machine?
A gaggle.
They're a gaggle of Googles.
Hey,
Betancourt?
Yeah, can you hear us now?
Guerrero. It's a fun last name. Guerrero.
It is. What are you all about?
Yeah.
Let me look you up.
Betancourt.
Betancourt.
I didn't even know that was a real name. It must be like Spanish.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm not good with,
Betancourt.
What would you say? Geography.
Betancourt.
Alberto, is that your first name?
Alberto Betancourt. It's got lots of fun names.
That's fun to say. Francisco.
Yeah. I guess we could delete even flow, couldn't we? Since we're putting
That's you. I see you.
Since we're putting Todd on here.
Hey, Betancourt, I'm straight up looking at you.
Straight up looking at y'all there.
You're self-employed. You didn't go to college.
Oh,
and you didn't go to high school.
A drug dealer, huh?
No, it looks like he's married with a dog.
Drug dealers can be married.
Don't see any kids yet.
We need to do the corn keyword here, too. See if we can't find a bumper.
Okay, so somebody named Miguel left a comment on Betancourt's. Is that Spanish? I only know French, and it's not French.
Yep, that looks Spanish. That looks like Spanish.
Anything you'd like to know about us, Betancourt?
Yeah, we'd love to tell you.
Because now we know everything, every dark secret you ever had. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have Todd Demers on here in a minute. Good old Todd.
It's gonna be weird though. We're gonna have Todd on, but we're gonna be ventriloquists.
Yeah, we're not actually going to speak.
We are gonna speak. We're like this, and it'll look like we're talking. Oh, I guess you could just run that. We don't have to run on that. We just stay on this.
Yeah.
Dude, page, same one.
I was going to run it where you could hear it on Facebook. Todd Demers from News Channel 3 is on with us here. Todd, is it cold enough for you, brother? Today, how long is this going to be decent?
Well, we've been watching this for the past several days, and the temperatures have been falling dramatically during the overnight hours. And as the temperatures drop, we see a change over from the rain to a rain sleet to a freezing rain scenario. And that's what's happening this morning. Throughout the course of the day, we'll see more and more of this freezing rain. And that's the problem area because that's where we get the accumulating ice. You get the accumulating ice, you get tree limbs and power lines coming down and people slipping and sliding on the roadways. So the problems are really just beginning for us, and I think they're just going to get worse throughout the morning and into the early afternoon hours. So we have several more hours to go of potential trouble out there on the roadways. And, man, if you can stay home today, that would be the best bet.
According to the National Weather Service, it's 33 degrees right now at Memphis International. But sometimes, Todd, it snows at 33. Sometimes it's sleet at 33. Sometimes it's freezing rain at 33. What's the difference?
It has to do with different layers of the atmosphere. And for today, the temperatures are above freezing, let's say at 5,000 to 10,000 feet, where you have liquid precipitation, you have rain. But that rain is falling down towards the surface and entering into areas where the temperatures are at or below freezing. And then it starts to freeze on contact, like vehicles or tree branches and limbs, or you if you're outside. So it has to do with the different temperatures, the different layers of the atmosphere. Right now, for a freezing rain to take place, it would have to be rain, which means it's warmer aloft, and then it falls into the temperatures below freezing. You mentioned 33 at the airport. It's been anywhere between 30, 31, 32, 33 all around the Memphis and the metro area. So the temperatures are hovering right around the freezing mark, which makes it even more difficult for me to pinpoint who's getting the freezing rain, who's getting the sleet, and who's getting the rain. So we're watching carefully, but I certainly hope everyone slows it down and is very careful and just consider the chances are best that we're going to be seeing more and more freezing rain throughout the morning hours. So it may not be bad where you are at the moment, but the chances are pretty good it will continue to deteriorate throughout the morning hours.
Todd, we were pretty warm in the 50s yesterday. However, in 1994, the day before this happened with the ice storm, we were in the 70s, and we ended up having a lot of ice and a lot of power outages for over 2 weeks. If you were a betting man, would you say that we could see a repeat of Ice Storm 94?
If I was a betting man, I would bet against that in a big way. I do not see the same setup as that we had back in 94. We do have a chance of picking up some significant ice in some areas, but it's a little bit more concentrated in northeastern Arkansas through the Boot Heel and maybe northwest Tennessee at upwards of 3/4 of an inch. There will be a significant impact with that ice, but more so in isolated areas as opposed to being very widespread. Most of us less than a half an inch, and the further you go to the east, the ice amounts are going to decrease tremendously. So as you get towards the Tennessee River or northeastern Mississippi, you're talking about a tenth of an inch or less. So not as widespread this go round, but still with the potential of an impact. I mean, anytime you have power outages and trees down in roadways, which we're seeing a lot of right now, we have to be really, really careful if you are going to venture out onto the roads.
Man, it's so nice to talk to a fellow, we don't know what a snow day is, broadcaster.
We go chasing adventure. We go running head first into this kind of stuff.
Todd Demers, News Channel 3. Thank you for your time, man.
You guys stay safe, stay warm. It's always great to talk to you.
You too. You're looking good, Todd.
You're very kind, love.
I'm not on this stupid thing.
Okay.
Well, okay.
We're rolling.
Okay, well, I got it. I'm sorry. I'm not ready.
Okay.
I said I was ready, and guess what? Well, I swear I'm trying. If you look, you are what you eat. You are what you eat, and the delicious road to better health is Wild Beet Salad Company. Start your gorgeous salad or wrap with grilled chicken, steak, salmon, shrimp, real bacon, eggs, tofu, and cheese. Then select from the freshest, most beautiful local sourced fruit, vegetables, and grains. You won't find fresher ingredients. You won't find fresher ingredients around. You won't find you won't find fresher ingredients around. Watch your salad hand chopped before your eyes and toss with homemade dressings. Delicious options like hot sandwiches and quesadillas. Wild Beet Salad Company is excellent for catering both lunch and dinner. Book catering orders now, open every day in East Memphis and Carrefour Center on Poplar Avenue at Kirby. The delicious Why am I yelling? The delicious road to better health is Wild Beet Salad Company. Log on to 981themax.com for the sweet deal of the week, a $50 certificate for just $25 to Wild Beet Salad. A $50 certificate for $25 to Wild Beet Salad at Poplar and Kirby. The sweet deal of the week for Wild Beet Salad The sweet deal of the week for Wild Beet Salad Company goes on sale at 9 a.m. this Friday. Log on to 981themax.com for more details. Just send me all that.
Ditch does the afternoon show at 98.1 The Max and the Memphis Morning News program on 98.9 The Roar of Memphis. Good morning, Ditch.
Yeah. Hello.
This is Ditch's Digs.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. 3 things.
You get breaking news, man.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
weather. Everyone's talking about the weather.
Yeah.
Man, it's slow over there today. It's like all we doing is talking about weather.
Is that all?
Basically, it's all everybody who's texting in. They're just talking. They're giving us their road reports and stuff.
Oh,
Here's
I got
the-
one from Howie at Robert Irwin Jewelers. His
Oh,
power's out, and
yeah.
that's his weather report
Yeah.
for today, he said.
And that's
All
the
right,
thing.
well,
That's
good.
the thing. I was thinking about that because we were talking about, do we do power outage reports? I'm like, no, because if your power's out, you know it's out. You're not listening to me to see if your power's out,
That's true.
right?
And if
That's
you
true.
are,
Wow.
wow, it's gotten even worse than I thought.
Wow. You're off the
It's
rails.
gotten even worse.
Yeah, buddy.
Somebody texted in a while ago and said that Wolf River Bridge on 269 is getting sketchy.
All right. Well,
We're doing road reports.
It's going to get sketchy all day long. I mean, we're like 32 all day, and then at about 5 o'clock, it gets into the 20s, and that's when and the rain's not supposed to move out until like tonight sometime.
Yeah, late
So,
tonight.
dude. This we may be in for a long one, man.
So,
good.
will we spend the night here?
Maybe. Who
No.
knows? You got no power. You got no power at your house. Where are you going to go, Corey?
I don't know. I got a gas furnace.
Oh, okay.
And a grill. So I don't need
But it requires electricity to run the fan to blow the heat, though.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Oh, fantastic.
that's the
It
problem.
requires electricity to do a radio show. I'm sorry. Did we forget about our JOB?
Yeah, but we got a massive generator out back here. so-
Right. So if your power goes out, what you gonna do?
Well, if your power goes out, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna put my 4-wheel drive in on that minivan and get my ass up here.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so you
then-
can slide around on 4 wheels instead of 2, man.
I guess if the boss is coming, I have no choice but to come with her.
I like what they're doing. Listen to this. This is completely different. On another subject, what they're doing in Sweden. We don't have a real bad problem here in Memphis with crows, do we? Like, there's not like I'm.
You
thinking
mean
to myself,
cows?
No, a crow, like the bird, the crow,
Like
You
the
know-
black crows?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, there's not a big problem with that here.
On my roof there is.
Is there really?
Danny has a
So-
problem with crows.
Well, maybe you can do this. The Swedes have trained crows to pick up cigarette butts. They've spent
No way.
$2 million to create to train these crows to pick up cigarette butts, and when they put them in the specific machine, they dispense food.
See, that's just going to fill them up with cigarette butts.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, this is something you ought to try,
I
man.
thought cows were doing this.
Cows.
We did that entire story about 2 hours ago and
And-
read it as cows.
And left
Oh,
off
you
the
did?
R in the word.
I'm sorry. I
Like,
must have missed out.
for the-
That's why I missed the joke.
For
'cause
the
I was-
entire story, we left the R.
well, maybe
Out.
like, is there a big cow population there?
With Sweden.
Just-
Once we
Swedish
figured out we
cows.
couldn't read, the story
Right.
wasn't so
It
interesting.
was-
Like,
I don't know why. But when we realized how dumb we are, we're like, oh, well, this story's not any fun. Of
Yeah.
course, birds pick up cigarette butts.
Yeah. So the other thing that I found interesting was this lady who was I think it was on Reddit. She's talking about a sign when you're dating the wrong person, and it's she gets to the point in the relationship where they end up in his bedroom,
Mhm.
and on the nightstand of his bed is not pictures of his mom, which maybe kind of is that creepy?
Yeah,
pictures?
no, I don't
Yeah.
want no pictures of my dad on my bed nightstand.
This guy had a giant pile of chewing gum. Like he would chew gum all day, and then when he'd get home and when he'd go to bed, he would just put it in the big pile.
That's gross.
And this lady's talking about, yeah, I guess that was the sign that I probably don't want to date this guy anymore. When I get to his bedroom and there is a huge pile of chewing gum on his nightstand.
That's nasty.
That is so
That's nasty.
How dumb do you have to be?
I just,
Well, and the dude probably thought, I was like, oh, yeah, check out my chewing gum tree.
I got a collection of chewed
Yeah.
gum. It just reminds me of Elf, where he's, the gum on the subway is not free candy.
Right.
Thank you, Ditch. We
All right.
appreciate you, brother.
Next.
In celebration of Korn's new studio album, Requiem, available February 4th. That is tomorrow, featuring their new single, Start the Healing. We're giving away the ultimate Korn fan trip.
Yep, that's right. You can fly to Minneapolis, stay 2 nights at a hotel, snag a Korn merch pack, virtually meet the band, see them in concert, and walk away with an autographed guitar just by texting the national keyword right now. The keyword is away.